All I kept thinking about was, we're not going to be able to come back on this field.
If you don't have a field, where are you going to play?
We kind of felt like it was a slap in the face. We didn't even know if there was going to be like a baseball program anymore.
Ben Hines Field was the home of the Leopards baseball program and a focal point at the University of La Verne.
Ben built the field himself, where it stood for about 40 years, installed the lights, put the bases in, you know, the mounds, the plate, the dugouts, everything.
It was good. There was a good atmosphere. You're right on school. You're right on campus. People would, stop by.
Just to think, like, everyone that's played on here, all the coaches, all the sweat, the tears on there, you're going to be the last person.
He left a winning legacy that not only put La Verne baseball on the map, but the university as well. Then, in 2010, the university decided that there was no place for the field.
How was it when you were told, your field is going to be a parking lot?
Hearing the news that we were going to move was tough. You're taking a park that is in the middle of campus, very intimate environment, students walking around, professors, lots of energy walking around all the time, and you're going to move it off campus.
We kind of felt like we weren't important, like the least important team.
In 2011, the Leopards played their last game on Ben Hines Field. Soon after, the university broke ground on the new parking lot. Winter Burns spent 11 seasons playing on that field.
Tell me about the last game that was played at Ben Hines Field.
I started crying, and then other people started, my coach Gabe started crying, and started thinking about all the moments and the memories on that field and how impacting it's been really in my journey, in my life, and then acknowledging that it's been an impactful place to the many people that have come there over the years.
There you see Coach Owen Wright.
You kind of feel like that sense of pride and tradition taken away from you, from all the other past center fielders that played there, and all the other greats that played there.
The men may have gotten the short end of the stick, but instead of dwelling on losing their field, they fought on.
So we weren't going to use not having a field as an excuse for the rest of the season.
We got our kids together, everybody in the program, our coaches, and we just got to sit down and we kind of let everybody vent. We kind of got it all out, and then when I felt like we had gotten it all out, I just said, okay, is that anything else? Anybody have anything else to say? And they said no, and I said, okay, good, because I don't want to hear another word about it the rest of the year.
So we never made an excuse. So if we didn't talk about it, we didn't think about it, and we just kept going forward and didn't look back.
Going forward was easier said than done. The field was torn up, and the university's plans to replace it were never communicated to the players. They began to question whether there would be a baseball program at all.
I don't know if they hadn't found a field. They didn't know what we were going to do about it. So as long as we were playing baseball, it was okay with me.
The then senior Jake Ludwig decided to step up to the plate.
If we needed a field, I would find a field, and if we didn't have a field, we'd go somewhere else. We'd go to the parking lot. We would do whatever we had to do because we wanted to win. We wanted to play.
And play baseball is what they did. They practiced at Damien High School and played most of their so-called home games at Mount San Antonio College. At the start of the 2012 season, they went 7-1, setting the tone that they would play anywhere and they would win.
Did he get it all? It is gone! Home run, Cody Hazel!
Every game for us was a road game. We didn't really have a set home field, so we had to get used to, every home field, the home team kind of knows how to play on their field.
Did that ever bother you? Did you not be comfortable?
Yeah, exactly, that comfortable word, The only thing we got comfortable was with the bus. We're always going somewhere.
I know a lot of schools don't have to go through that, but I think at the end it made us more adaptable to situations.
On April 27, 2012, the Leopards had the opportunity to clinch the SCIAC title against Whittier. On their temporary home field at Mount Sac, they faced a pitcher that earlier in the season no-hit their roster. But this time, there was a different outcome.
And Ludwig, first ball swinging, lines this one towards the gap.
So playing him again was a little rough. We knew that he was going to bring his A game once again. And we were able to get some hits against him finally, and we won it, but it was fun. Even though it was on Mount Sac, we still had our home.
And now Ludwig is heading down the third. He is going to score. He is going to score. Unbelievable.
Winning the SCIAC on Mount Sac, our home field, and on senior day, and it was pretty unique experience. I don't think anyone picked us to win it because we didn't have a field, and it was nice to overcome all those things.
This past season, you guys won SCIAC, and like I said, dealing with the different things that you had to adapt to. How were you guys able to focus as like one core unit, and I mean, play towards a common goal?
I think I'd bring it back to Coach Winterburn's attitude about how, presented with these issues, here it is, now we have to play baseball. There's nothing different about it.
I think our kids just did it with plain old-fashioned hard work and a good attitude. They came into the games and they were tough-minded. They grinded out the innings and the at-bats the way that they're supposed to, and they did it enough times to win more games than their opponents.
How did it feel being being off campus and then doing well and kind of like proving the faculty in the school, like, you guys deserve your field, you deserve a spot on campus?
Yeah, like we're proving something, that's what we're proving, but to be honest, the funny thing is most of the people didn't even know we had a baseball team as soon as the field was gone. Nobody really noticed us, so we kept trying to prove stuff, and that's what we did.
Showing people that, we don't need a field to win a championship. All we need is, our 30 guys we have on our team to pull through and become a family.
The Leopards are said to be getting a new baseball field by December 2013. But for the players who spent seasons swinging the bat at Ben Hines Field, nothing will ever replace it.
When I'm an alumni and bring my kids and my family and say, hey, this is where your dad used to play, and here's where I had memories, and that's not really going to be there for me, which I mean, I'll learn to get over, I guess, but there'll be a new home for Laverne baseball, and at least we'll have a place where we can go and watch games.
Yeah, it's exciting for them, and it should be fun, and that's what college baseball should. Every team should have a field. I mean, that's the basic.
Even though the field now lies buried beneath asphalt, to those for whom it meant the most, the memory of Ben Hines Field is still alive.
How about now, when you're walking around campus and you see what was Ben Hines Field as a parking lot?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Sad. Yeah, it does. I can't get around that. I park in right field every day. I raised my kids on that field. A lot of accomplishments for guys, watching them graduate and move on. A lot of senior days. So yeah, it's sad. It's sad for me. But like all good things, it came to pass. You have an opportunity to move on and go forward, and that's the way we're looking at it.